Yeah, this tutorial is all about making business cards. CorelDraw is really good at making business cards. So first of all, when you open CorelDraw or make a new file, it is always, the page size is always letter size. That's the default, which is 8.5 by 11 inches. So what we're gonna do, if you measure the business cards, it's actually 3.5 inches by 2 inches. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna change this width to 3.5 inches by 2 inches. There. So our objective is to make a business card here. Okay, so we can start doing the tutorial here. Okay, so if you have the page size right away, which is 3.5 by 2 inches, if you double click on this rectangular tool, it would give you a box which is the size of the page border, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're going to do this first part here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click here, I'm gonna make a line going this side here. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to my shape tool and click here, click on the line, and right mouse click, and you go to curve, and we're going to make a shape effect here. Okay, we'll just make it as close as possible as the original one, but if it's not close enough, that's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna do the bottom part. So you click here and then a plus sign for duplicate without offset, and then you can move this and drag this down. Okay, so we have two objects now. What I'm gonna do, I'm also going to copy this border, okay, by hitting the plus sign. So we have two right now in there, because we're going to make a shaping, we're gonna make a simplify effect here, which I'm gonna explain later. Okay, so what we're gonna do is click here, okay, that's the box, and then click on, okay, I'll just make it, I'll zoom in. So you click on the box, okay, that's the box of the 3.5 by 2 inches, and then hold on shift and click on the line that you just created, and you go to we go to arrange and go to shaping, and you choose simplify. There, let's zoom out here. So when you choose, click on simplify, now you can delete this shape here. Okay, you can delete that, we don't need that anymore. Okay, so the next one, okay, so we're gonna do the bottom one. So you click the border and then you click that line, and you go to arrange, shaping, and then simplify. Okay, so then we can delete this one here. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to break this apart. So if you notice, see, okay, so we're gonna break that apart by going to arrange, break, curve apart. So now we can isolate the objects now. So we don't need this center one, so delete that one. So this one, okay, we just go to edit and copy properties from, and we go to fill and click OK, and this brown here. I'm going to remove the outline by going to the outline tool and click on X. Okay, so we go to the bottom part, okay, you go to edit, copy properties from, fill, click OK, and which fill? This one. And I'm going to remove the outline. Okay, so we're doing really good here. So now this one, if you notice this, you've got like a shadow, but it's blue. So the effect there is the style there is okay, in your keyboard, click on the plus bottom for duplicate without offset, and then move it, like expand it a little bit, this one, by using this. And then since it's blue, so we go to edit and then copy properties from, fill, click OK, and I'll click on this one. Okay, now the brown disappeared because it's behind, so you go to arrange, order, to back of page. There you go. Same thing with this one. Plus sign your keyboard. Okay, and then you put it up like that. Okay, and then edit. Same thing that we've done to the first one, and then click OK. Fill would be this one, and then you go to arrange, order to back of page. There you go. And we'll just make this smaller a little bit. Okay. 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 I'm not gonna explain with the other effects because we're kind of limited in time here. But what I'm gonna do this part here because it says here music. Okay. So I'll make that bold. Okay. Pushing it down, and I'll make that white. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. Okay. So you go to effects and then go to add perspective. So when you click on add perspective, and you can make perspectives. See this one, right? You click on that node and move it down, and you can also move this up here like that. Okay, now that one's done. Okay, it's a little bit different, but that's fine. Now and now I'm just going to copy this one because you know how to do this already, right? And then this one is same thing. Okay, just type in it, make it black, and then for this one, you notice I put a white outline. Okay, just to make sure that the name would be seen. So when you click on that one, okay, actually when I type in, there's no outline. So if you want to put outline, you go to your outline tool on the first one. Okay, and then you go to, I'll try 2 white. This one is important. It has to be behind fill and scale with images. Okay, because if you don't do that, the outline would go inside. Okay, I'll enlarge it a little bit. Okay, now this one, I'm just gonna copy that one. Okay, so, and I'll just explain, this is just a clip art, and what I do here is I did in one of my tutorials. This one is fitting text to path here. So made a circle, that's the path, and then I type in DMC Enterprise and I put it in there. Okay, so that's pretty much it, right? So I can delete this now, and then I can group this one. Control G to group. Okay, now if I'm I don't have a big budget for creating a business card, so I'm gonna print it in cardstock paper in my own printer. So we can do that here. So instead of custom here in the page, you go back to letter size. Okay, so this is my letter size paper, and I'm gonna print it in cardstock. Okay, so this is grouped together already. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tile it. Okay, I get tile 5 here and then 5 down. Okay, so now when I click here, and I know it's 3.5 is the width, right? So in here, in your nudge, okay, nudge offset, okay, type in 3 here for 3 inches. Sorry, not 3 inches, 3.5. Okay, so 3.5 in the nudge. Okay, so it means to say, when I copy this one with my plus sign, right? No offset. And then in the keyboard, you have the right arrow going to the right side. So you click on that, and it makes it jump 3.5 inches to the right. So that's how you do it. Now let's do the other one. So our height is 2 inches. So you change the nudge to 2 inches. Okay, and then you select this one and plus sign, then arrow down, plus sign, arrow down, plus sign, arrow down, plus sign, arrow down. And there you go. So you can print that in your colored printer. It's already tiled without the offset. So you got a guide there for cutting.